When we speak of humility, I want to give you a synonym for humility. And the synonym for humility is love. So whenever you hear the word humility, just think humility means love of Krishna. Humility is a symptom of love of Krishna, spiritual humility. So where there is humility, it means it's just an aspect or a manifestation of love. It's how love, one of the ways love manifests, through humility. And so we know sometimes we want to be honored, sometimes we become arrogant, we become proud, etc. So if humility is love, that means arrogance is not love. That means the desire to be honored is not love. It means it has nothing to do with spiritual life. Humility has everything to do with spiritual life. Arrogance, pride, things like unwillingness to admit a mistake, unwillingness to apologize. These are all manifestations of some form of pride or arrogance or lack of humility. So it's nice to think in these terms. Humility is love. It's a symptom of love. It's wherever you see love of Krishna, you see humility. They go together. They can't be separate. It can't come later. Now, we see in the story of Sanatana Goswami, when Sanatana Goswami first came to surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was coming from quite a high position and a wealthy background, and he presented himself very humbly. Although actually a scholar, he presented himself. I'm not a scholar because I don't know who I am. So how could I be proud of my knowledge? Of course, many people are proud of their knowledge. They know so many things except who they are, where they've come from, where they're going, who is God. Like the real things they don't know. So he's taking this position. I don't know these things, at least playing that part of someone who doesn't know these things, and therefore saying, so I'm really just a fool, not a great scholar. Mahaprabhu was so overwhelmed by this humility. He asked Sanatana Goswami, please stop this show of humility. That's breaking my heart. I can't take it. Because it's a manifestation of love, and love melts Krishna's heart. And sometimes love is hard to take. It's so deep. That's why the devotee exhibits ecstatic emotions. As the emotions are so intense, the body is not able to handle them. The mind is not able to handle them. It's overwhelming. So it manifests as crying, tears, choking of the throat, hair standing on end. So I think this is a beautiful story for us to remember, because this humility melted Mahaprabhu's heart. Love is what melts Mahaprabhu's heart. And humility must be love, because his heart melted with humility. So what I would like us to get from this discussion is a desire, a hankering to want humility, to embrace it as something very, very special, something very, very valuable, something we really need to cherish, we really need to grab on. And what I would hope is that all the arrogance, pride, desire to be recognized, etc., that's in our heart, we'll start to look at it, like our acharyas have said, like the urine of a donkey or the stool of a pig. We just look at it and say, no, this is not love of Krishna. This will not get me closer to Krishna. This is not what Krishna wants. He wants humility. And so when humility becomes something that you cherish, something that you really, really would like to develop in your heart, then it's much easier and it's naturally going to develop, because it's something you'll gravitate for. Now, you could say humility will just develop anyway, but the acharyas say humility is how you get to humility. You have to practice it. You have to want it. You have to be the real thing, and then that will help you get the real humility, because it will help you get love. And when you get love, you get humility. You understand what I'm saying? Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada.